Have you ever seen this in your panel machine? That's excess movement in your width adjustment. And in today's video, we're gonna show you how to fix it. Nate Roston here with New Tech Machinery. And in today's video, we're gonna show you how to remove the excess movement in your width adjustment. Before we get started, we wanna make sure that we install our lockout tagout system prior to removing the safety covers. We're dealing with two different issues here. There's the width adjustment movement on the acme shaft. What this can cause your rollers not to line up and not giving you a nice clean looking panel. But let's discuss how that happens. The acme shaft, the pillow block on the end of that shaft can be pushed away from its position by turning the crank with material in the machine. And as you can see that we have a sticker on the hand crank that tells you don't turn the crank with material in the machine. Very important that you clear the machine if you have to make an adjustment to the width of the panel and then refeed the material. And the other thing that we're dealing with is movement in the alignment tubes. And these alignment tubes right along the acme shaft, you'll see wear on the adjustment and it'll give you excess play. The issue that this can cause not having your tooling lined up correctly with your entry guide. To make these adjustments, first thing you'll need a 9/16 socket, a pry bar, kind of a hook shape on it, 5/32 T-handle, 5/32 Allen wrench, 1/2-inch wrench or socket. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove the rail above the rod that we're adjusting. And in this case, it's the L1-1 rail, and the acme shaft that we're working on is L2, or number 2 on the left side. And these are only located on the left side. Here's my movement. Take my 9/16, loosen these 2 bolts. Pry bar up against the drive. Push that block back in position. Tighten up the bolts. Make sure they're good and tight. Now we're good. There's no movement, no play. So now we want to remove the up and down play that's in this rail. And in order to do that, we have to adjust these brass nuts that are on the other end of either side of the tube. And the way it's designed is there's a slotted hole here that gives us the ability to take that slack out of that. So over time, you're not having to replace the whole thing. You can just make this adjustment. So the first thing we'll do is loosen these 3 bolts with the 5/32 Allen wrench. I take my T-handle in the hole, 5/32, and I'm just gonna turn it a little bit as I kind of move it up and down till I see that it's not, and then I'll just back it off just a little bit. Right there. Tighten those up. And then we like to do these one at a time. So once we get these tight, we'll turn our crank handle, make sure it cranks in and out smoothly. Because what you don't want is to put it into a bind. So we just want to make sure that it rolls in and out smoothly. And it feels pretty good. Now we'll go on to the next one. These 2 tubes that we're adjusting are connected to the L1 rail. Now we can follow this process throughout each one of the tubes to remove the up and down movement. So we'll do the same thing here. Crank the handle one more time, make sure we're not in a bind. And we're good. The final step, just to verify that your gold bar is parallel to the string. Check out our playlist in the link below, and you'll see everything you need to know about your SSQII, and also check out our Learning Center. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.